channel. In today's class, we'll be doing something very basic but very educative. So what we're doing today is how to create an ERC20 token the easy way. So basically, we'll be using openzeppelin. So openzeppelin is a standard to secure blockchain. Openzeppelin provides security products to build, automate, and operate decentralized applications. They also protect leading organizations by performing security audits on their systems and protocols. So openzeppelin already has most of these contracts implementations, and we would need to just import them as a library and use them for what we want to do. Let's remember, what we are trying to create is an ERC20 token the easy way. So let's jump right into it. We would create a contract. We want to create a token called Skywalker Token. So yeah, Skywalker Token. So this. So we have this license here. Now the next thing is to call our solidity version. So we say pragma solidity. Let's say grade from version 0.8. Should we say 4? Version 0.8.4, and then so openzeppelin basically has a GitHub repo that has most of this, their implementation for various kinds of tokens or various kinds of smart contracts. They've had all of this here. This is a GitHub repo. So we click on contract because we're more interested in contract. They have things on finance, they have things on governance, they have things on mocks, they have proxy security and whatnot. So what we're interested in is our tokens. So we'll click on tokens, and then we are interested in the ERC20 token. So when we click on ERC20 token, we still have to click on ERC20 token, the source, the contract we actually need. Let's just do a run through this contract. So this contract is importing some other libraries in this openzeppelin repo, the ERC20, so an extension, utils, which is context. So right here on line 35 is where this ERC20 contract is inheriting other contracts. So anywhere you see the is, it means the contract on the left is trying to inherit the contract on the right. So it can inherit the functions and the characteristics that the parent contract have. Our focus of interest is on 3 major functions. We need to talk about the constructor. We need that too. We also need a mint function. So when we create this token called Skywalker Token, it is going to be minted. Where's mint? Mint? Yeah, so this is the mint function. Mint function has 2 parameters. It takes in the address, which is the account you want to mint to, and then the amount you want to mint. And then we're also interested in the transfer function. Where is it? Yeah. So when we create this token, we want to mint it in the contract we're creating. So if we mint the token in the contract we're creating, we can't withdraw it or maybe send it out. So for us to send it out, we need a function that gives us the capability to transfer out of that contract. So we'll be using the transfer form to do that. Let's get in. So let's create a contract. We'll call that Skywalker Token. I have this thing. So we'll call that Skywalker Token. So we missed something. We need to import this contract because that's where we're getting most of our functions from. So we say import that contract and semicolon. Good there. So creating a contract is we're inheriting from that contract we just imported, which is ERC20, and then still getting an error. So this error basically here on line 54 is saying that we need to implement some constructor inside of the ERC20 token contract. ERC20 contract is important. So it's saying we need to implement that, and that is it needs a name of the coin we're trying to create, and then the symbol. There are two ways to do that. We can do that inside our constructor, or we can do that outside of our constructor. I'm just going to do it outside of our constructor here, where we call the ERC20 token, input the parameters that are necessary for the constructor. So we'll call that the name of our token is Skywalker Token. And then the symbol, we'll just call that Sky. Yes. So constructor, that's not the spelling of constructor. So let's create a constructor. So in this constructor here, we are going to call the mint function, which is here, mint. Yes, so it takes in the address we're trying to mint to and the amount we want to mint, the amount of token we want to create. Okay, so we need to call the constructor, and in this constructor we get the mint function, which takes in two parameter, the address we want to mint to, and then mint actually means creation, the address we want to create our token, Skywalker token to, and then the amount. So the address we want to mint to is this address, which is the contract address, this particular contract address, and then the amount is 1000 raised to power 18, because it's 18 decimals. So say E18. Okay. So what this means is that we have 1018 zeros at the back, because this token actually requires a decimal, it returns a decimal of 18. Okay. So with that being said, let's create the owner of this contract. So we have to kind of like secure this contract. Let's create the owner. So address owner. Okay, address owner, and we want to create an only owner modifier where it's only the owner that can only owner modifier. So with this we say owner is equal to msg.sender. Yeah. How am I getting this error? Okay, yes. So we need to add anytime create a modifier, add underscore in it. So now we've created our token in this constructor. So now we want to be able to withdraw from this. We want only the owner to be able to withdraw or transfer money that has been created from this token to any other address. So we'll create a function called withdraw from token. So withdraw from token will basically get two parameters. We need to get the address of the person we want to send it to, and then the amount. So like we said, and this is going to be an external function. Like we said earlier, the person we want to send this money to, instead of us trying to create a new transfer function, we already have a transfer function in openzeppelin. So let's check that transfer. Yeah, so this is it. It takes in a format as where you're transferring from, where you're transferring to, and the amount you want to transfer. So we just need to call that. So we say transfer we're transferring from this address this, and we are transferring to the address the person would input, the user would input, and then getting the amount. We now need to kind of do some security checks to make sure that we don't have anything malicious going on. So we have to make sure that the transfer to is not address 0. So we say require that the to where we are transferring to is not equal to address 0. And say the message should now be can't transfer to address 0. Okay, and we can require that the amount we are trying to transfer is not greater than the balance of what we have. So address this dot balance, and then we'll get the message saying can't withdraw more than balance. Can't withdraw more than balance. So this is meant to be amount. So with that being said, the next thing we want to do is to create an event. So we say event for let's just say withdraw alert, which takes in an address indexed from, it takes an address again indexed to and it takes a unit of the amount. So here we can now emit that event after we've done the transfer, we've done our checks. So we say emit the event, which is withdraw alert, which is from is the address this, and then our tool, and then our amount should be underscore amount. All right, so I think we have a contract now. So let's deploy Skywalker Token. So yes, so we've deployed this contract now, and we have inherited most of everything. I mean, everything from the functions from the ERC20 token is what we inherited. So if we check our name, Skywalker Token is the name. Check our symbol, see that. Check our total supply, we have what we have specified here, and then we can maybe perform some of this transfer from token function. So let's do that. I want to transfer to maybe this guy, so I copy his address, then how much do I want to transfer? Let me just see this. So I transaction is successful. You can see that here that we have created a transfer, the amount we transferred, where we're transferring it from, who we transferred it to, and then if we check our balance again, the total supply is still the same. If we check the balance of, if we check the balance of this guy we've just transferred money to now, we check it, let's see what we have. So we have that money we just transferred to him. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share to all your friends and any techie who would need this later on in future. Thank you.